Welcome to my podcast, Season 1 Empower Talk, the gateway to a more empowered and enriched life. Empower Talk is not just a podcast, it's a transformative journey that unfolds every Monday at 2 p.m., bringing you compelling success stories. Well, before I introduce my new guest, I would like to share something about myself. Well, my name is Arpita Chatterjee, and I embarked my professional journey at the age of 19 years. I have more than 20 years of work experience in education industry. I worked as a business head. For last 2.5 years, I was learning from eminent mentors, and now I became a mindset and life coach, and also an exploring about professional speaker as well as the corporate training. So my today's new guest is very gorgeous, Miss Radhika Bali, who is an accomplished, image consultant and also a soft skill trainer and certified, and also an international certification she got. And also she's elected as the president of PSI, that is Professional Speaker Association of India. Welcome, Radhika Bali ji. Thank you so much for, joining my podcast. How are you? And share something about your inspiring journey.
Thank you so much, Arpita, for such a beautiful introduction. Well, yes, I have been elected as President, Professional Speakers Association, Delhi chapter. My journey, talking about my journey, starts back when, I started working when I was in college, just as you did. So I would say my journey of working started at the age of 19, way back in 1991. And it has continued so far. I worked with I worked with corporates, I worked with schools. So I started my career with the corporates, switched to education, got into teaching. From teaching, I stepped back to corporates and into trainings and professional speaking. So that has been my journey so far.
Wow, that's wonderful. That's so inspiring. So what inspired you to delve into the realm of image consultancy and soft skill training? Like, and how has your extensive career journey contributed to your unique approach?
Well, as you know, Arpita, I come from an army background, and it is known that if you want to learn etiquette and the correct way of dressing or appearance, there is nothing better than defense forces to teach you this. So I grew up in an atmosphere of army, learning values from my parents. My mother was a teacher, father an army officer. And yes, so it was there somewhere in me, always embedded in my DNA, I suppose, that this is how you dress up, this is how you behave, this is how you eat. And it used to give me a lot of pain in seeing people not doing the things the right way. Not that I was perfect or I was doing everything the right way, but वो कहते हैं ना आंखों में खटकता था. Especially if there is somebody wearing formal shoes with sports socks, or the shoes are not clean, or somebody is not wearing the appropriate clothes somewhere. Used to always trouble me, and it used to always urge me to go and tell them कि तुमने गलत पहना है, तुमने ठीक नहीं पहना है. So that is how my experience helped me in my journey as an image consultant and a soft skills trainer.
Wow, that's awesome. And I think because I'm also dealing with confidence, and I know that people are feel that even it's fact that if your outer appearance is good, and if you dress up well and if you look good, then automatically you feel more confident. So your I think company is Aksh by Radhika, right? Share something about your company and how it started, and share something more about that.
So the company was formed during the COVID times. It's been 4 years now. And since I delve in the field of image and soft skills, which is your transformation inward and outward, hence I gave it the name Aks. Aks is an Urdu word which means reflection.
Wow.
So a reflection of yourself outwardly and inwardly, and to be a better version of your own self, you being your only competition and nobody else being a competition with you.
True.
That is how UX came into being.
Beautiful, and that's the meaning is also so deep. It is actually is really very deep. So as Aksh by Radhika focus on refining, I think appearance, behavior, as well as the communication. So would you like to share some success story, like any of your student who was not like very confident or something, and really have got this some kind of transformation? Would you like to share some story, success story?
I wouldn't call it really a success story, but yes, there have been stories, and I would like to share one. So, very recently, till about 2 months back, I was taking public speaking classes in a school as a paid club. And while I was teaching them public speaking, I would also share certain tips on building their confidence, their appearance, and of course, communication being the major part of public speaking. One of the students walked up to me one day and said that, Ma'am, whatever you've taught us so far has really helped me being the MC for the school annual function for the senior wing. So, yes, if you call it a success story of a student that I have trained. Yeah.
Yes, every story is something inspiring. That is something like even you also feel good that if anyone can get some help, and they are really have transformed even a bit, that also is a success story according to me. So Radhika ji, let's do some fun. Now I'm going to ask you some rapid fire round questions. So it's like you need to give in a one word answer, and it's a quickly you need to give. Okay, so that makes some interesting. Okay, so can you
Okay.
start the rapid fire round? Okay,
Sure.
so heels or flat?
Heels,
Favorite public speaking tip?
maintain eye contact and speak with confidence, connect with your audience.
Super. So one word to describe your leadership style.
One word to describe my leadership style: walk the talk.
Wow, amazing. Dream travel destination.
Europe,
Europe, which place?
the entire Euro trip, I believe.
That's wonderful. That's awesome. So, the most unexpected lesson you have learned from mentoring others.
The most unexpected lesson I have learned.
Hmm.
I have learned a lot of things from my students or while mentoring others. Can't really talk about one most unexpected, but yes, certain places where I felt that what I have been teaching is actually not the right way of putting things across and correcting my own way of communicating, I guess.
Wonderful. So, favorite book or personal development? On personal development. Favorite book on personal development.
Favorite book on personal development.
Or any other book also can do, fiction, non-fiction, any book, favorite book. But as your image consultant, of course, you are more focusing on personal development, I believe.
Well, but I don't read too many books on personal development,
Okay.
so to say. My favorite book. I like books based on philosophy, on maybe. autobiographies. So there is no personal, very favorite book. Yes, but books based on these.
Yes, recently I have read one book that is Courage to be Disliked. It's basically of philosophy, like philosophers and one student is has conversation. That is a very beautiful book. So yes, philosophy is definitely a
Yes,
very
it
interesting
is.
topic.
It is a nice book.
Yes. Okay, so army life or civilian life, which shaped you more?
Army life, definitely.
Army life, yes, very disciplined life, right, as compared to civilian, like more disciplined life. So any rituals you want to share with audience, like what rituals as a army background, like you are following from your childhood, like anything you want to share that inspired others to do some kind of rituals actually?
Discipline, as you just said, army life is very disciplined. So we have always learned few things since our childhood and then taught the same things to our children is always be courteous, grateful, wish everybody, be polite to people,
True.
um, keep things organized, time management, and plan in advance.
True. Very true. Planning is something very important. The more you plan in your work or anything, even personal life also, if you even from kitchen to wardrobe also, if you can plan, that will be definitely impact our life in a more better, more organized way. That is wonderfully you have
Yes,
shared.
and I guess the most important lesson is be prepared for any eventualities. You can face any situation at any time, so you should be prepared all the time for any eventualities in life.
True.
You should
Very.
not take things for granted.
Very true. So as you say that during your lockdown you have started this Aksh by Radhika. So what strategy did you employ during this lockdown, or like invest in self development, or how did this contribute to the creation of your organization Aksh by Radhika?
Well, so as we always say that certifications add credibility to what you do. I had been training for some time, but I always felt that I should have some certification in that, which will give me a structure to my trainings and also give me credibility over the others who are not maybe certified. And that is when I came across this institute called ICBI. Had a word with them. I liked their program. I invested my time of lockdown in doing my course on image consultancy and soft skills training and getting certified for the same. So once I was certified, then I started with my venture called Akshbai Radhika. So this is how I invested my time in
That's
what I'm
amazing.
doing right now, leading
That
lockdown.
is that amazing. And also, you have been recently elected as a president of a very eminent organization, that is PSI, that is Professional Speaker Association of India. I believe in last year itself, right? You have been elected as a president, and like Delhi chapter, right? So share something about
I
this
have
experience.
been, yes, so I will technically, I should be taking over as president from the 1st of April. And I was elected as the president elect for this year, last year on the 1st of April.
So how do you
This,
plan this leverage your role, to further contribution to the professional development of speaker in your region, or like obviously it's a very prestigious, even it's very important position, and the PSI also share something about PSI also, so that audience can understand about the PSI and what is all about.
yes, of course. So, Professional Speakers Association of India is the only association in India which is for professional speakers. And this industry, the industry of professional speaking, is a $2 billion industry. where if you've heard the story, this if you've heard the quote of which says that you know someone baked a pie and cut it into pieces to give one piece to everybody, and there were more people. So they said that don't worry, there is one piece for everyone, so we can make a bigger pie. So Professional Speakers Association is the same. There is a lot of place for everyone to work collaboratively. There is a lot of work, a lot of learning while working, a lot of potential to learn and grow together collaboratively. And nobody is a competition with each other. Everybody gets their own share. This is the philosophy PSAI believes in. And we, of course, carry it forward as members of PSAI. About what am I going to do this in this 1 year of my being the president of Delhi chapter? Of course, as I said, that there is one piece for everybody in the pie. So as the numbers of our members grow, we make the pie bigger. And I plan to introduce certain new learnings, maybe some training programs for the new members and the old members as well who are willing to learn rather, and go on with everybody hand in hand. As I said, walk the talk, be the example of do it myself what I want others to do and follow.
Absolutely right. So as you are like your parents also in army background, and even why you are not chosen the army background rather than this speaking world, and image consulting is also something like still I can say it's fine, but why not army? Why not you chosen the army profession?
I guess everything is not meant for everybody. Though I did not join the army as a soldier, but I got married to one. So as an army wife, you have equally important role to play
Yeah.
as a soldier does.
True, very true. That's true. I think your daughter also interested to join army, right?
Yes,
Yes, that's
yes, that's right.
that's wonderful. So, how you describe the driving force? Like in one word, if I can ask you that, how would you describe the driving force behind your, relentless pursuit of excellence in both your career and advocacy, work, even the personal life also you are and managing everything. Like, so how you are like, describe your driving force to do all these things, like PSI plus image consultant plus personal life, lot of thing you are doing.
Life is a roller coaster. You enjoy going up, right? But you can only go up when you go down.
Right.
So every time you go down, going down motivates me even more to bounce back and go up. Of course, the support of the family and the members or the people I work with, my colleagues, is always there to motivate me and to tell me that, okay, this challenge is just another step moving forward. And I have always believed in I am possible. For me, the word impossible has never been impossible. It has always been I am possible.
True.
So this is
Wonderful.
what is taking.
Wonderful. So what advice you like to give to any of the teenager, like who really wanted to choose the profession of either speaker or the image consultant? Like any advice you want to say, anything that you have, you feel that if someone can guide you when you are in this profession you are you're choosing. So any kind of advice based on your experience you would like to share so that audience can get help.
Sure. So, not just for being a speaker or an image consultant, but I guess any profession they choose to be in, I very strongly feel that do a due diligence study, have the knowledge of what you are stepping into. And the best is if you can make your passion your profession, then you will enjoy doing what you're doing
Hmm.
rather than thinking that you're only doing something because you have to earn bread and butter. So love whatever you're doing and don't be scared of taking that first step. The first step is the hardest and the most difficult to take. But everything starts with that first step.
Absolutely, absolutely. True. I completely agree with you that for so many people are asking me that how the confidence can build up. I always replied, small risk when accomplished build up confidence. The same like you say, that first step. If you take the first step, definitely universe, God can also help you to support you for the next step. Wonderful, beautifully you have said. So, Radhika ji, if someone want to contact you, I believe you can share me your details so that I can write in a description, or if you want to say something that how people can contact you. So, of course, those who are going to watch this podcast, they will definitely approach you.
Of course. Thank you. So I will put my number in the chat box and my email ID. They can contact me on, besides the phone and email, they can also connect with me on LinkedIn.
Sure, I'll post your LinkedIn profile also in the description so that people can join as well.
Sure.
So, last, any message you like to give to before we close this podcast? Any message you want to tell to audience so that they can get some inspiration from you?
A message. Um, sure. One second, I'll just. uh, So here the R should be not a capital R, but a small r in the email.
Right.
A message that I would like to give uh, would be work hard, put in your best in whatever you're doing. Do not think of the result before doing something, but yes, work towards the result which you desire.
Wonderful. Yes, trust the process. That is very important. Generally, what happens, people get demotivated because they are more focused on the result. So, if you trust the process, then definitely you can do it. Wonderful message, and thank you so much, Radhika ji, for joining me in this podcast that is Empowered Talk. And I'm sure those who are going to watch this podcast will definitely get a lot of inspiration. Thank you so much once again.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Arpita.
Thank you. Bye. Take care.